you were asking for JJJ for a while. Kind of what was in your mind?
He was cooking.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. We couldn't guard him, so I said, might well try.
What's your approach when you're giving up size to someone? How do you fight him, and how do you make
You
it
gotta be
work?
physical. I think playing football helped me a lot, like growing up as a kid, so you gotta initiate the contact, be the first one to hit, and after that, it's a fight, in the ring.
You have familiarity with him with the World Cup stuff?
Oh, nah, he got a lot better since then.
Okay.
Yeah, he added a lot since we came back after the World Cup, so he got game, a lot of game. And
was this a case of like that helping ignite you on the offensive end too, or?
I didn't think it did. I mean, just even if I didn't get it going offensively, I was just trying to stop him because we couldn't guard him. I mean, yeah, like 25 in the middle of the third, so. And I hate to see that, so, I mean, I just tried to put it into it.
Nikhil said this was kind of a mental toughness game for you guys,
It was.
especially after the way you guys started. What's required to win a mental toughness game?
You got to stay mentally tough throughout all the ups and downs. They went up like 10, 14 or something like that, right? We came back, and then in the third, they went up like 10. So, I mean, you just got to, stay within the game and stay focused. I think that's the main thing. When he say mentally tough, we just got to stay focused because we get disengaged a lot, especially myself. So I think it was a big win for us tonight.
And sometimes, you guys have had obviously many wins this year where you play the team plays really well for all four quarters, and then sometimes there's been a handful of wins like this where it's a bad quarter or two. Like, how do you? I know a win's a win at the end of the day, but how are you thinking about that, like after the fact of a game? If you guys didn't play
Critiquing
your best.
wise,
yeah.
I don't have nothing to say. I just want to win. I don't know how we win. I just want to win. I mean, I come from winning 20 games my rookie year, so I don't really care how we win. I don't care if we play the first three quarters. If we win a game, I'm happy. I have nothing bad to say. I mean, little stuff like we got to be better on the ball, but other than as a whole, I mean, as long as we win.
It seemed like it was really, being actually the last two nights, kind of when Monte and Nas checked into the game, that's when you guys really got going there. What are you feeling that those two are bringing when they're coming off the bench?
They just so unselfish. Nas hit like 4 threes in the first half. Cat catches the ball in the post. He trying to screen for me. I'm like, bro, they ain't guarding you. Go shoot the ball. He's like, I'm trying to get you open, Sack. So just like, little stuff like that. Monte comes to me and was like, bro, hey, I see you in the back door. And then the very next play, I get a dunk. He hits me on the back door. So they're just unselfish players, man. So it's fun
You're
playing
getting
with them.
comfortable with Monte?
Yeah, for sure.
You were setting some screens too offensively.
Yep.
Were you just trying to up that physicality on offense?
Yeah.
Too?
Yeah, I mean, plus they wasn't switching. Like, they was, like, denying me all type of crazy stuff. So I know if I set a screen, they didn't want to switch. They didn't want to get a bad matchup. So, I mean, I was just trying to put my teammates in the right position.
And when you're trying to aggressively deny you like that, does that kind of matchup or defensive scheme kind of help you guys for the playoffs when teams might try and get the ball into your hands?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because if you're going to let me backdoor you all night, then I'm just playing my game because I want to go dunk the ball. So, I mean, if you're going to do that, that's fun for me.
And early in your career, you would talk a lot more about like all defense and those kind of goals. We see like nights like tonight, like you have that capability. What do you think has to happen
In order for me to get that?
to get into that conversation?
I think people got to watch more Minnesota Timberwolves games as far as whoever the voters are. I think, they just got to watch the games because it's not like my first time doing this. Like, I have nights like this all the time where somebody get hot or their best player get hot and I go shut them down the rest of the game and, nobody sees it but y'all. And I think that goes into my votes of all defensive team, but nobody sees it, only y'all see it. So I think they got to watch more games. I think that's the outcome.
Would you like to take on those matchups even more? It does seem like you're like
Yeah, I mean,
situational. You use like
especially
that
the second half of the season, like I feel like I'm in my best shape now, so I would love to take on more matchups.
I was gonna say, is that something where you have to balance it, like because you are doing so much offensively, like in terms of your energy level throughout a game? Is that something you have to monitor?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of easy to monitor because we got two of the best defenders in the world with Jaden and Rudy. So I mean, it's easy. I tell Jaden, hey, go shut him down the first 3 quarters, and then if he get it going in the fourth, I go get him. But yeah, it's kind of easy to manage.
This is like in your experience, even as an offensive player, is somebody getting up into you like physicality? Is that the best way to really?
Yeah, because
disrupt the
I
player?
mean, I like it, but it's not. It's irritating, So I know how it feels, vice versa. So Yeah, it's definitely irritating because I don't like when people do it to me. So I know people won't like it from me.
But there aren't that many guys who can do it and still stay in front. Right?
Yeah, it's like a hand. It's like probably about two. Dylan Brooks, Lou Dort. Who else does a great job as far as like getting into the ball? Yeah, those two probably.
And was this the Jaden like that you want to see?
Hell yeah.
And just bringing
Just
out both ends?
confident.
Yeah.
Locking up, blocking shots. Yeah, that's what we need him to do.
And you guys were down 11 in the third quarter and closed that in 3 minutes. Does that show you growth in previous league games you've dropped like this similarly?
Yeah, for sure. And we did it as a team. We didn't do it like individual. Like, you know how Cat might get hot, hit 3-4 threes, or myself might get hot, or Nas. We didn't do that tonight. Nobody got hot. We did it as a team. Swing. I get a backdoor dunk. Cat get a post. Nas get an open three. Jaden gets an open three. Mike comes. So we did it as a team, and I think that shows growth tonight.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.